Hi, I'm Mark Hollis, and today I'd like to talk about masks and mimic neurons. Now it's May 7th, 2020. We're still in the coronavirus pandemic, and we're all wearing masks. And you may or may not have noticed when you're wearing a mask and trying to talk to somebody is very, very difficult. The reason for that is for millions of years, our brains have developed acute sensitivity to socialization. It takes a lot of work for your brain to process information when you're talking to somebody. You're constantly taking in information. What are their eyes saying? Are they smiling? What's their body language? When they say it takes about 0.3 seconds for your brain to formulate an idea of what that other person's thinking as you're talking to them. But now, when I have half my face covered, you can't see my mouth anymore, and you're not sure, is he unhappy? Is he sad? You can get some information from my eyes, but you're missing a lot of important information. This makes it very difficult. Our brains have something called mimic neurons. And what a mimic neuron is it's a neuron that receives, as your brain is receiving stimuli or visual input, it's registering what that other person's doing, and it wants to mimic a similar response. We've all had the experience. Someone else is yawning, what do? You yawn. If you think about when someone smiles at you, you reflexively smile. That's because that's what your mimic neurons are designed to do. You're mirroring someone else because you want to get a connection with somebody. You're trying to be social. So the mask greatly deters that and makes it very, very difficult to have a good communication, especially with somebody you don't know. I don't know if you've got a sense of humor. When your face is covered, I can't tell why I said something that I thought was funny, and I don't know if you mistook that. And so it makes the conversation extremely awkward. So this is just information I'm passing along. Doesn't really help you when you're wearing a mask to help overcome any social barriers, but it's just a reason to keep in mind when we make these decisions on, as a society, do we want to keep doing this type of thing? Do we want to keep wearing masks as a permanent answer to helping reduce pandemics or reduce infection and whatnot? Keep in mind, you're greatly impairing socialization, which is very important. I mentioned this in tons of my videos. The fact is, the #1 predictor of human happiness is social interaction. And if I impede social interaction, if I make it to where I'm not comfortable talking to new people because I can't register their expression, I'm not really sure where we're at, so I'm just going to avoid eye contact and keep my head down as I pass people. I'm not going to try and start something up. I think it really greatly impairs us as a society. So remember, when we make decisions based on societal factors like this, we have to consider everything. It can't just be about one single isolated factor. You can't just talk about how's this going to infect or how's this going to affect an infection or a disease progression, when societally this might be greatly undermining our overall happiness. We have to consider quality of life. If there's no quality in life, what is life? So that's the question I ask. Think about this and consider that as we continue on through these pandemics, and hopefully this stuff gets better and we get more adapted to dealing with these in a better way. Thanks.